Danquo, Fissio, Hassium, and Raftoang. We did see them turn up last night as well, except Fissio now coming in and replacing Jushu, which was their major player last series, so we'll have to see how they go.
Yeah, Jushu not being here could cause trouble, but we'll see how Fissio subs in for him as Squirrel goes up for this play. Tries to air dribble that in. Ooh, close.
Actually set that up well for his teammate as well. Unfortunate, not enough time there just to be able to get to that quite in time. SMH gets that down to Squirrel. Squirrel will bang that in. I'm not sure on the names here. I can tell you exactly who these guys are, but only by profile pictures. I mean, of course, you know Squirrel. Snoopy is going to be Broski, I believe, and SMH would have to
Hargan.
be... Yeah, Hargan. So, yeah, some interesting names coming in there. And I'm sure they've done this just to spite me. Squirrel likes to give me as much trouble as possible.
Yeah, and Hargan's a bit of a troll anyways.
Fissio, good touch just to get that back into a little bit of safety. Raftoang actually getting good pinch away from Squirrel there. Fissio on the chase as Snoopy takes that up to the wall. I'm just going to call them by the names you're seeing on screen. Raftoang, great shot at goal as SMH bangs that away. Snoopy downfield. Hassium can put that to corner as SMH reads that well, puts it out off the backboard. Little bit of a lame touch off of Hassium. We'll leave that in a bad position as that goes dead center. Can't quite find the goal yet. A Squirrel gets a nice shot, but not fast enough by SMH to finish that one off.
But he's going to get another chance there. Hits the crossbar. Gets saved once again by Fissio. Lot of opportunities here. They haven't taken it, but they're still leading as they get the ball clear now.
Yeah, leading by 1 goal. It's not a huge margin. If they keep playing like this, they will be able to increase it, though. Fissio now working well with Hassium to clear that out. Raftoang gets under that nicely, puts it, trying to just keep it in those corners for the safety, but they need to focus on getting ball control and pushing this out here if they want to get the goal. They need to even this again now. Squirrel, a little bit of a miss on the wall. Fissio will send that up. Finally, the attack on for this orange side as the Broski'S finally under a little bit of threat, but it's not going to be for much just yet.
If you've noticed, Broski'S already have 10 shots on target. The offensive pressure is really on their side. They've got the momentum here, and Orange really struggling. They need to get something going to get back into this game.
Hassium, good demo and the pinch out actually might be able to open up the opportunity you were asking for. Comes down nicely, and Hagen, SMH, just able to snipe that away right before the attackers could get there and just find the back of the net. Good timing on that as the Broski'S managed to maintain their 1-goal lead. Now Hassium sending that back up field as Snoopy puts it to the wall. Great pass into SMH actually. Surprising that didn't turn into a goal, but Raftoang able to clear out now.
Hopefully they get something off of this backboard touch. No, Hargan gets that to the corner. Here comes Danquo to the center. Fissio going for double tap to the center back. Squirrel gets the easy save. Another shot from Raftoang. Squirrel there this time.
There's the shot from Squirrel. Will go long. Fissio under that. Actually, that long shot from Squirrel opening up the goal opportunity for Raftoang. They gave ball possession away, and Raftoang just chases this up off a great clear from Fissio. Will get the assist for that nicely as well. 114k now goal.
1-1. That was a very good passing play, it turned out, because I don't think Broski'S were ready for that long send by Fissio, and Raftoang. Good speed shown to get up that quick and put it in.
Hagen gets a nice 50 there. Squirrel try and pass back to him. SMH gonna get to that in time, but the angle's not quite there. Does hit top right corner of goal and bounces outwards as that goes wide. SMH under it now as Raftoang takes it over him. Good double tap off the wall. Will continue the pressure. They need to keep this ball control. This is a problem that many of the teams last night actually faced, and this was one of them. And just being able to not only defend and get momentum going their way, but keeping it is such a key thing, especially when you're against players of this caliber. I mean, Squirrel, Broski, and Hagen, all top-class players here.
You say that, but it is also fun to watch a double-ended game. Both teams are attacking pretty well, even if they lose possession here and there. But right now, the better opportunities have gone to the Broski'S, but they haven't converted those chances.
Absolutely right. Even game shows that nicely. Obviously, the chances taken have gone more towards this orange side. Danquo doing quite well to convert when the opportunities arise. There again, Fisio getting a nice little dunk there on the opponent. Just that little bit of a read, the block going his way, and gets that straight into goal. Very, very nicely read situation.
Yeah, Hargan had an awkward touch there on the sidewall. He couldn't get the ball clear. Looks like he missed it, and Fisio's going to take that easy goal. And they're leading, Gex, even if they have less shots than Broski'S.
Now, Fisio back in goal. SMH going to send that up nicely. Hassium. Good control now, even if it is in defense. Will make this a very hard clock to tick down for the Broski'S. It's going to come off ceiling. Snoopy is up, almost gets it. Not quite the This Is Rocket League moment, but close to, as a very good win for Danquo there comes out, actually. They were looking a little bit weak in the earlier parts, but they warmed up, and now they're showing this this team who's boss right now.
What they showed is a defensive masterclass that game. They absorbed 13 shots on goal, and they saved every single one of those, almost all of them, in fact, because there were a lot of crossbar shots as well. The shot conversion is really impressive from Danquo right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the defense was no complete slouch on Broski's side either, and 4 saves coming out there as well. You would say that the 2 goals coming out from that orange side doing really, really well for Danquo, but they're going to need more of it. It's going to take a lot more than that, I should say, if they want to take this out really cleanly. I do think that we've still got a fairly even series here, and we're going to put these guys in straight away as we ready up here into the next match. Match number 2 should be coming out very, very quickly, and I think that we did see Danquo warm up. Their first matches last night were always their weakest within the series, so seeing them come through here again, they warmed up towards the end of that first match. We may even see them come in stronger the second one.
I do want to see how this chemistry works out for this roster of Broski'S. They have some superstar names, but so far they haven't shown. Maybe, like you said, it's the first game. They're just trying to warm up, see how the opponent team plays, and then come back in the second and third game. But right now, the chemistry between Danquo is pretty impressive.
Now remember, the loser of this is not out completely. There will be 4 teams qualifying today, so 2 lower bracket teams again and 2 upper bracket teams. So the winner of this will have straight away the opportunity to go into the qualifying finals. So this particular win does mean a lot for these guys, and they're going to have to make it happen quite quickly.
They do. But the loser still has a chance to go to the losers bracket, and they could qualify from there. On the other side of the bracket, the OK Bro and Lil Shoguns are also looking impressive here. I do want to see who comes out of that game as well.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one in general. Quite a match coming on here now. That first one actually looking a lot closer than I had predicted. I really thought the Broski'S actually had an upper hand here, but particularly Squirrel hasn't really been playing a lot in the competitive scene as of late. Maybe just a little bit rusty here. He may take a little bit of time to come out of his shell here and show the usual skills we've become used to from this player as well. He was the clutch player from the kickoff as well, sending 1&E into the finals after the unfortunate disqualification earlier on in the series. So to see him come through here would be really nice.
Yeah, he was busy.
And that's a good way to do it.
Just as we were talking about him, he comes up clutch. 4.5 minutes down, he's already got a goal for himself. Unfortunate touch by Fisio there. Didn't know the ball was going to hit him, and Squirrel was going to read that so easily.
Yeah, really nicely put away. I mean, Squirrel read the situation very, very well. One-man play. Just took that upfield off kickoff, and it's going to be quite a nice goal to start this one off. But they did get first goal last game as well, so they have to be able to hold this lead. Snoopy now, after Ratawang, Squirrel actually back passes that to nobody as it goes dead center. A goal has him, can't quite find the dunk on Squirrel, and Squirrel will be able to clear that away. Now Hagen will be able to get under that, gets a pass up towards Squirrel. Ratawang heads that off first. Squirrel out to center field as Hassium actually goes for a shot, can't get it past that second man as he grabs control of this now. Big flick, can't get past Hagen as Ratawang forced back to this defensive position, puts it back into the corner. Now Squirrel looking for a play again, can't quite find the read on the defender, but the ball is still dead center as it finally gets cleared out. We may even see a counter-attack. Hassium gets the redirect and puts one away. Game is even very quickly.
Fisio once again just sending one downfield just like last game, but this time was towards Hassium. He read the situation, was in the right place at the right time, and just redirects it in. 1-1 gets.
This blue team has come up strong early, but they need to be able to continue. They need to show some consistency here as Hagen tries to set up yet again. The aggression always looks good from them, but just a couple of those small rotational mistakes can cost in a tournament like this. And it's already shown once this match as Fisio tries to make it happen again, but Hagen back in defense this time should be able to take care of it. Does get it past one. Nice pass out to Squirrel, actually. Good communication in defense there. Squirrel actually trying for the read. Wastes a lot of boosts on that as he goes downfield. The clear is fairly easy. There's a bang up field by Hagen, but Hassium is in the way.
Rotations are super important, and Danquo are showing very good rotations here. Everyone's in defense at the right time, and that leads to good counterattacks for Danquo. Right now, Broski'S are unable to handle it.
Yeah, I gotta say, last night even, Danquo showed that was one of the main things they were able to show. What a save from Ratawang as Squirrel puts it away. A brilliant shot, but Snoopy will clean it up. That is Broski himself. Pushes that down in great angle over that Ratawang. Both defenders going in for that, but nice high shot, lobs it over them, and just finds the back of that net at a very slow pace.
It was a little unfortunate double commit there, but I think that was in the heat of the moment that both of the players went up for it. That's not gonna matter because Snoopy's gonna get another one. Going up in the air and faking the air dribble touch, going back down under the goalkeeper. Very soft touch there, very well done. That's Snoopy.
Broski trying to show us why the team is named after him at the moment. What a brilliant little play there, faking out for defense with that slow play. Squirrel now trying to look for a play of his own, but with 5 boost isn't going to be able to do much on that. Can't get to the second. It will be cleared out eventually by Fisio. Snoopy now gets under that center very high, off ceiling. Will get read away by Squirrel. Pinches off the top of a defender. Passes back into Squirrel again. Can't quite find the angle. Will pinch away to the corner. And Ratawang can clear as Hagen has to reset with the ball.
The demo comes in from Ratawang to Snoopy, but nothing's going to happen from that as Squirrel takes control of the ball. Tries to keep control by air dribbling it away from Hassium, who challenged him mid-air.
Fisio. Good demo on Broski, actually. Snoopy getting demoed away there. As ball remains midfield for a little while. Hassium actually still keeping up the attack here. Finally does falter, but still yet stuck in midfield. Ratawang gets a good rotation there, puts him in position for a great save. Actually nearly takes the shot himself as well. Some tricky mechanics there.
Tried to catch the defense off guard, and they, in fact, couldn't get back in time of that attack as Snoopy sends one to the sidewall, gets the bounce. Hagen, super speedy, beating Ratawang's defensive rotation, puts it over him. Another good team goal there, Gex.
Yeah, great plays coming out here, and finally that aggression paying off for the Broski'S. Coming in strong. They really, really want to take this out cleanly, but already have gone down by 1 match, so looking like it can't, I mean, it definitely can't be a clean sweep, but cleanly still could be achievable, especially with a goal line like 4-1 as Hassium now takes control. They're trying to make something of this, but with 30 seconds left, looking like a fairly clean victory on this match at least. Now, as Squirrel gets another pass down, Hagen gets a lot of acceleration from that ball. Snoopy, Broski able to get that pass up, getting taken himself, tops it towards the center, and Fisio will bat it away as Squirrel tries to take this pass. Hagen will actually go up for it a second time, it'll go to corner, and Fisio will get under it.
Another shot. Oh, that accuracy by Bros. Sitting to the bottom right corner. Fisio just gave the ball to him. He's gonna take that if you give him a chance like that. The power, the accuracy was enough that Hassium couldn't reach it, and he makes it 5-1.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's not a goal I expected to actually sink. The defense has been so strong for this orange side. It's tough when you see Danquo go down like this on such a... I mean, it was a very nicely placed shot, but a basic one nonetheless. And yeah, not the way you want to see that last goal go in if you are Danquo. However, if you're Broski'S, this is going very, very well for them this match. And maybe they're the ones that actually needed the warm-up this time, not Danquo.
True. Like you said, maybe the first game they were just seeing how Danquo plays. And then they were ready for it. And then this game, they showed their skill and they showed their chemistry.
Yeah, feeling each other out a little bit as teams. And Broski coming up really, really strong with 600 points on the dot. 3 goals for the team out of the 5 and 4 shots himself as well, along with some nice little nice assist and a save there as well. Not a lot of stats to talk about on the side of Danquo. 3 shots at least out of Hassium, who did seem to be the star player that time around. And it's nice to see that as well, as I know both Hassium and Rathoang were both quite nervous going into last night's matches. They do seem to be coming forward and trying to step up as star players themselves this time around. So it's nice to see them really taking the bull by the horns and getting into this thing.
This is game number 3, Gex. It is, right?
Yes, correct.
All right. And like you said, very even game. There's no obvious winner here. It's good to see Danquo go face-to-face with Broski'S and get a game in the series.
Yeah, I mean, Broski'S definitely showed up towards the end. Everything that match, actually, they did fairly well. I mean, they went even after the first goal, as they tend to do. But after that point, were able to hold on to the aggression quite nicely. If they can do that again, I do think they take this series quite well, but if the first game is anything to go by, these teams should be more evenly matched than that one seemed. Fisio. Putting that down to Rathoang. Can go for it himself again after the small back pass. A little bit of a redirect there for Rathoang as SMH will pop that up for Broski. Squirrel now coming through, beating the defense by just a little. So he will put that off the backboard himself. Oh, 3 men up quite far on field there. It's some fairly big commits out of these, I almost said the 1E boys here, but it's Broski'S boys today. And they're looking like they want to make a show of the new name as well.
Broski'S boys, I like that name. I like that name a lot. But I think Squirrel is stolen the show here away from Broski so far in the series.
Yeah, Squirrel's really been going off on his solo plays. He's found a few really nice passes as well, but I think last match in particular, Broski himself doing really, really well as well. Yeah. So first game in particular, though, I did see a lot out of Squirrel, and I do look forward to seeing more out of him because he does look for plays. He's a player that wants that pretty stuff when the opportunity arises, and unfortunately Danquo actually, despite the scoreline of last game, do manage to make it fairly tough to bring out the the really pretty stuff, because you need a little bit more time to make that happen. Danquo is rotating so cleanly.
Sometimes you don't need the pretty stuff, sometimes you just need the consistency of being able to score the goals with less shots, as you saw in the first game. That's what allowed them to win. If they could do that again this game, like that, They have a solid chance next. Very good dribble play by Fisio there. I think Broski'S ran out of boost on the defensive rotations. Oh, it was a pinch off of Snoopy, my bad. He lost to 50 there.
Fisio, just a planetoid-sized brain there. Little tiny jump to make sure he was dead center of that ball when the 50 came. Absolutely guaranteed the goal for him there. I mean, that was a really, really well calculated 50 by him. He challenged so well. I mean, you say challenge, but he was the man with the ball, but he almost forced that to happen the exact way he wanted it to. So, really nice goal coming out of him there. It looked quite calculated.
And again, taking the lead helps with the confidence of anyone. If you score first, it's good to keep scoring. Oh, a Squirrel goes close, almost as a set that. Hits the post that time.
Although so far, the Danquo team haven't been this team to score first, so maybe now this will open up a little bit of a different game. Looking like Hasim can make it happen. 2 up for Danquo. Great little goal there. Fantastically well taken pass by Fisio as well. Hagen, though, was a desperate attempt at a save. He got a touch, but it just wasn't enough.
Hasim just outsped him there. He couldn't reach it in time, and Hasim was right there to beat him.
Snoopy putting that away to the corner. Squirrel's going to get under that as Hasim chases that into the corner himself. Hagen gets bumped away from that, and this opens up an opportunity, actually. Fisio gets a nice pass in center, but Squirrel's too fast for Hasim. He did come in for a shot very quickly, but Squirrel all over that. Great redirect by Hagen will almost take a goal for the blue side this time. Broski'S boys looking for the goal, just battering that crossbar as Raftawang looking for another one in quick response goal. The demo coming out on that last man there actually makes this a tough situation, but nothing going away once again for this Danquo side.
End-to-end action for the past minute. End-to-end action will be one-sided action as Fisio just sends one from his own half. All 3 of Broski'S were pushed up, and he just sends one down the middle. They even bounce once.
I've seen this happen a number of times lately. I mean, some really, really decent plays, some well-earned shots with no goals coming out of it. Suddenly something just breaks and something like that just floats into goal. I mean, it's ridiculous how many times I've seen that lately. It's like you kind of get into this position where, okay, fine, we've finally cleared out. Now we've got a little bit of room to breathe. Let's just leave goal. Don't do that. Stop it.
You would think that these guys know that by now, but apparently not. As here come, I don't know what they're gonna do with 45 seconds left, Dex. They could get one goal back in this game, but so far I think Danquo get this.
And the games have swung wildly one way or another, but series-wide, if you look at these guys across all of the games, they're looking very even, and unfortunately I think I put that down more to the Broski'S consistency here more than anything. I don't think that Danquo has changed wildly in their own gameplay, though they have had some fantastic shots this game. I think where this has mainly changed is within the rotational consistency of the Broski'S. Once again, open goal opportunity. There's the pinch. Will go away. No, it won't. Bounces off of the post and hits ground on 0.